I've been trying to take my eyes off you. Oh girl, it ain't easy, just let go of that body. Why you gotta keep flirting like you do? I waited so patiently, but you don't seem sorry. I seen a little DM, trying to make some plans. Now come on baby, later in the PM, hope that you would understand. I think that if you get to know me, you see I'm way more than nice. I wanna hold you, let me feel you till the morning light. I'm more than just 9 to 5. Everyone's known it's only you and I. Looks like we'll be staying up all night. Time to play what you say, I'm here for you. I'm working overtime. I'm more than 9 to 5. Come on, let your clothes dry.
Hello friends, and welcome back to another cleaning video. I'm so glad you guys decided to join me, and a big thanks to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. As you saw in the preview before, this video is jam-packed with cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and some amazing before and afters. On day one, I am starting off in the boys' room. Their room was in a desperate need for some cleaning and decluttering for sure. Before I had Bjorn come up and help me, Xander was at school this day, so Bjorn will be helping me later on. I wanted to just quickly tidy up what was already in here. That way when he got up here, we could start by emptying out his closet. That's where we keep all of their toys for the most part. But I wanted to get this area at least straightened up before he came up and helped. I always get the kids involved when it comes to going through their toys, and we always go through every last piece of toys. I feel like that's just a more thorough way to really go through and get rid of what they don't play with anymore, anything that's broken, garbage, everything. So we are taking everything out of the closet, and then we are going to go through everything piece by piece.
What you say, I'm here for you. I'm working overtime. I'm more than
Now, one of the questions you guys ask me all the time is how to declutter your kids' toys. And one big thing I have to say, and you may not have heard this before, or maybe you have, but do not go through and declutter and organize your kids' toys till you've done it yourself. If you have things that you need to declutter, you need to organize, do that first, because kids learn by example. And if you just go straight into their room and start getting rid of all their things, it's going to be much harder on them compared to them already seeing that you do it with your stuff also, and you're not just picking on them by getting rid of their things. Now, another big thing is I always have the kids involved. Now, Xander, not as much anymore, just because he doesn't play with the toys nearly as often as Bjorn does, so I find it more important to have Bjorn help me, because the mess is usually his mess. And even though this takes about 3 times the amount of time it would if I would just do it myself, and it's definitely more frustrating having to keep him motivated, keep him going, and dealing with the constant, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore. It's really important just to keep them involved and keep them doing it. In the long run, these little life skills are, in my mind, very important to teach kids. So I always keep them involved, at least with the decluttering and organizing portion of decluttering their toys.
They tell us what to do, they tell us what to think. Can someone stop the madness? Use your eyes and you will see we are right where we wanna be. Nothing else really matters. They tell us what to do, They tell us what to think. Can someone stop the madness? Use your hands and you will see we are right where we wanna be. Nothing else really matters. You see that we are young and helpless, but we're just young and restless. To see that we are young and helpless, but we're just young and restless.
Now, I also always have done this since the kids were very little, so they're used to going through their toys every couple of months. Pretty much once they have decided that it's too hard to keep their room clean, it's usually a good indication to me that it's time to downsize what they have, because they're having a hard time finding the toys they want to play with, which makes everything a mess and harder for them to keep everything in order. But the way I've always gone about it is just letting them know all of these toys we get rid of are going to be going to other little boys and girls that maybe can't get toys, to teach them the good part of donating and giving back, and not just having things to have it, but you can actually give back to others that may not be able to afford the things that we have. On top of that, I will also let them know birthdays or holidays that this just allows for them to have more space to get new toys, because let's be real, between aunts, uncle, grandparents, and even mom and dad, they get way too much come birthdays and holidays. And I always find it very important to do this right before any of those major events. That way we have the room in the house for all their new fun toys. And then after we were done with that, I just went in and wanted to do a quick vacuum of their closet, because they do actually play in the closet as well. So the closet gets dirty, but it's not as easy to vacuum it on a regular basis. So while everything was out, I wanted to vacuum it up and then just put everything back in here neatly. I love these bins for all their toys. It fits their Roblox, their Legos, all the little things, and it makes it really, really easy to organize the stuff. So I just wanted to go through and put all this in nice and neat.
I'm thinking louder than my brain can take. Have to say something, but words fade away. I want a picture of all of my mistakes, posted on the wall right in front of me. If I could get my feelings straight, my reflection wouldn't be so blurry. If I could see the whole dim landscape, then I'd know what to say to you. I'm moving in 'cause I need connection with you. Give you a sign, my commute.
After I had everything cleaned and organized, I really wanted to go in and make labels for the boys' bins. That way they knew exactly where things went when they went to put stuff away. Now, I've had a lot of people tell me how they have a Cricut, but it's a little overwhelming for them and they don't know where to start. And I just wanted to kind of show you how easy this is. Design Space is laid out super simple, where you can type exactly what you want and make your own design. Otherwise, they have dozens of different things you can choose from. But then you just load the machine and it does all the work for you. It is literally the simplest thing in the world. I am just using my black vinyl. I love this little weeding tool. It makes it super easy to get out all those little black vinyl pieces. And then I also have the little smoothing tool to make sure it connects to the transfer paper and then onto the bins as well. But definitely do not let these things overwhelm you. It is so simple, so easy. And if you are into organization, if you are into crafting, this is like a must-have tool in your house. This probably took me a total of 10 minutes to type out what I wanted and cut it out and then attach it to the bins. Literally no time at all. Super simple. And I think it made a huge difference in their closet, where you can go in and they know exactly where their Roblox toys go, where their Legos go, and where all of their cars go. So this is definitely something I highly, highly recommend if you are an organization freak like I am, or crafty. And you can get all of these things right on Cricut.com. They make it super easy on their website. They have a million different vinyls and materials and products. Everything you could imagine is on their website. So I will leave that linked in the description below. I think their closet turned out so well, and I am so happy with how neat and organized it is again. And the labels just make it for me, even if the boys don't keep it clean. I know I will be happy when I go in there and I know exactly where I need to put everything. So a big thanks again to Cricut for sponsoring today's video.
Look at that. I said, my friend, what you looking at?
So the night before, I had actually had to move the boys' mattress because their remote had fallen under the bed. And I noticed there was a bunch of junk under this bed that I didn't know had gotten under here. And the baseboards were so dirty. So since I was doing a thorough cleaning and organizing of the room, I decided today would be the day that I took it apart and got in there and cleaned it. This is definitely something I probably haven't done since moving into this house, because you don't think about taking the mattress off and getting behind here, but it definitely needed to be done. And I am so glad I did, because between the crumbs and the dust and everything that was in here, it needed this bad. So I was very happy that that remote had fallen behind their bed, because otherwise I don't know when I would have gotten to this.
Comes to an end, at least it always happened to me. I'm telling you this now. You don't need to worry, 'cause I got this all down. And we get on together. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. And knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all. And we can. Whoa, whoa.
Now, I mentioned before there's going to be a ton of motivating before and afters. Let me know in the comments below if you like seeing these before and afters. I know often I forget to do them, but if you guys enjoy them, I am going to try my hardest to do better at getting these before and afters to give you the very satisfying cleaning motivation you guys want.
Knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all. And we can. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. And knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all. And we can.
Once I was done in the room, I did decide I want to do one more little project. Since we only keep pants and shorts in the boys' room, I thought it would be fun to do a little bit different labeling on their dresser. This is great if you have littles that are learning to read or can't read yet, where they can look at the picture and help you with putting clothes away and just get them in the habit of doing things on their own, because they can look at the picture and know, all right, my pants go in here, my shorts go in here. And like I said, for us, it's super simple since that's all we put in their dresser. Everything else gets hung up. But I picked this really fun pattern out. I love this, especially for the boys. It's all some of their favorite characters. And once again, it's as simple as pick your image, print it, and then stick it on. They have so many different patterns though to choose from if you're looking for more girly or boyish. Like, that's one of my favorite things is you can find almost anything on their website. So if they really like cars or they really like flowers or whatever your kids' interests are, it makes it really nice to be able to just jump on there and find what you want. But same thing as in the closet, I'm just using the transfer paper to get it off the film and then putting it onto the dresser. Super, super simple. Now, moving on to day 2, I am starting my day off with my diffuser. I mentioned a couple videos back that I was getting away from candles and into diffusing. So I am doing my blueberry lemonade, which is just Valor, 10 drops of Valor and 10 drops of lemon. I recently learned about this combo and it is so amazing. But I always turn this thing on in the morning. It lasts 12 hours and it honestly has been such a life changer. But I'm working on the kitchen today. I needed to clean out the stove. I needed to literally just touch on everything in this kitchen. There was a couple areas that just needed a good thorough cleaning and a couple areas that I didn't even know needed to get done till I started and noticed it and was like, oh, wow. How did I not do this when I did the deep clean in my kitchen a couple weeks back? So definitely going to get in here and do a really, really thorough cleaning. I did spray the Easy Off in my oven to start. If you are wondering what I sprayed in there, this is by far my favorite way to clean the oven. Yes, it's very chemically, but it works so well. And then I noticed there were a couple tough areas still on the glass, so I just went in with my favorite Mrs. Meyer's cream cleanser. This thing is my go-to for a lot of different cleaning projects, and it really worked well to get just those little grease spots. I could have sprayed it with the Easy Off again. However, they weren't that bad, and instead of spraying it again, I would just rather go in with this cream cleanser to get the last little pieces up.
Met before, it's the same as always, waiting at the airport with your coat and gloves, same time every winter, smiling like you knew me. And now all my emotions are searching for you in places we've never been. Now I'm starting to realize the chance I've been given, but I am so afraid. My time is standing still.
And like I said before, this cream cleanser is like my favorite. As you can see, I used it on my oven, my stove. I'm now using it in my sink. This is one of the best like multi-purpose type cleaners you can have. I use it all over my house to get any of those tough areas to clean, and it's not very chemically, which is a definite win for me. I realize sometimes you need to use chemicals, sometimes you need bleach, sometimes you need that, but if I can avoid using it, I will, and try to go for things that are a little less harmful on your system when I can. Now, we have very hard water here in Wisconsin where I live, so I needed to also clean off this faucet. So I just put a little bit of the cream cleanser on my power brush to scrub it off. This is the easiest way to get it off. It comes off really easy like this. Sometimes I do use a bag of vinegar and just let it sit in there, but today it really wasn't too bad, so the little scrub brush worked awesome. Now to do a deeper, thorough clean on my counters, I wanted to take everything off of my counters. However, this is when I found one of those sneaky areas that I didn't even think about cleaning. So if you're wondering what this is, if you don't have a dishwasher, you may not know, but this is the little spout where if your sink is clogged and your dishwasher is draining, it'll actually come out of this spout. And because it's got that little metal piece over it, I just honestly hadn't even thought about taking it off and cleaning inside of it. But today I took it off to clean around it, and it was so gross. So I am very glad I got in there to clean it out, because all that black gunk and everything, I just don't even want to think about what all that is.
Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Yeah. Whoa.
Let's go.
Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body, you're so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now, and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, 'cause you're the end of the rainbow, and the music was so loud. Didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, 'cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. That's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. It's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Lose control of myself. Can't find you anywhere. Been trying for too long. I give up.
This Steam Shot is definitely the top buy this year for cleaning gadgets. If you are looking for something and you're just trying to figure out an easier way to clean stuff all around your house, this Steam Shot is the way to go. I've used it on so many different things, and it works so well at getting stuff you don't even think about. I'm actually going to be working on, this is the little catch tray in my fridge where the ice dispenser and water dispenser is, and it always gets full of calcium. So I figured I would just try this on it, and I cannot tell you how easy this was. Normally I have to soak like paper towel in vinegar to get this off. This took no time at all and was way cleaner than when I soaked the paper towel in vinegar. So this thing is amazing if you have hard water, calcium, anything like that.
Cause I need you on the dance floor. 4 a.m. and we go home.
And here you can see I have that same calcium buildup in the actual spout where the water and ice comes out. So once again, just taking the steam shot up there, and it broke up everything. I did go in and spray it down with vinegar to give it a good cleaning as I was doing this as well. But that steam shot got all the really tough areas so easy. It's made projects like this, which used to be such a headache to do, so much easier. It's made my life that much less stressful because I can just go in and it takes like 5 seconds and it breaks everything up with no hard scrubbing or anything like that.
Another cold and rainy night without you lying by my side. I can't sleep, already tried, but still I dream away. Thinking about the way it was, or maybe just the two of us. We had it all, but we got lost with nothing left to say. Days turned into months, you're still the one I want, but I carry on, yeah. But all the memories live inside of me, even when you're gone. How I miss the sun, missing all the fun. Do you think about me now and then? How I miss the sun, looking into those eyes, wishing that somehow we could go back again. One more time, one more time, baby, yeah. Oh, sunshine. Always used to hold my hand, painted our hearts in the sand. Kissing while we made new plans, but still I dream away. Thinking about the way it was, maybe just the two of us. We had it all, but we got lost with nothing left to say. Yeah. Days turned into months.
Now at this time it was getting close to when I had to get Xander from school. So I wanted to go around the rest of the house, pick up the furniture that I could pick up, tidy up everything, do a quick wipe down of all the other rooms. That way I could actually run the robot vacuum while I was gone. I love doing this before I go get Xander. I'm going to be gone for 30 minutes or so anyway. So if I can literally just turn that on and let it do some of the hard work for me, it makes my life a lot easier, especially when you have 3 kids. I have a almost 7-month-old son who's in 2nd grade, and then obvious Bjorn, who is doing 4K from home since we didn't send him to in-person school this year with everything going on. Anything to make life a little bit easier is definitely a win in my book.
Now, baby girl, you and I could run the world. How I miss the sun, the sunshine. I need you, I need you. One more time now, baby girl. You and I could run the world. Girl, I thought that you were the one. How I miss the sun, missing all the sun.
And here you can see I just turned on the vacuum. That way as I was getting the kids ready to go, and as I was gone, it could do all the work. However, I had to share something super cute with you guys because I don't know about you, but when I'm in a bad mood or just not feeling it, the best way to make yourself happy is baby giggles. So I'm going to bless you with some of the cutest baby giggles ever. All right, I just had to share that. She has gotten to where she is giggling and laughing so much more. And like I said, I think baby giggles are the cutest thing in the world. But once I got back from picking Xander up from school and the robot had done all the vacuuming for me, I wanted to do a quick mop. But let me tell you this. How rude is Mother Nature in Wisconsin, where literally I had mopped the floors and it started snowing. Literally right after I got done mopping, it started snowing outside. I'm like, we literally had 40s, 50s, 60 degrees for the past week. And now we are getting snow. So my floors are dirty again right after this because the dogs went outside and got covered in snow and then came back inside. But I always laugh and joke how in Wisconsin we have fall. Well, no, we have summer, winter, fall, winter, spring, winter, real spring, summer. But winter likes to sneak up on you. So I even told my husband last week not to let the nice weather fool him because that was just fake spring. I knew we couldn't get away without at least one more snowfall of the year. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed all the before and afters or if there's anything else you'd like to see in future videos. I try to get as much in my videos that you guys want to see as possible. So it's a huge, huge help when you guys let me know in the comments below. Also, if you are new here, I would love if you would subscribe and join me on my channel. This is the place if you love DIYs of room transformations, if you love cleaning motivation, for sure, organization, decluttering, all the things. Definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with any new content I have coming out. But until next time, bye.
I'm wondering how many men that you trapped and dumped in the ocean. I wish that I could understand why I had this stupid crush. The girl next door is over there being perfect, getting the roses. I bet that you don't even care if my body drifts ashore. But if you ask me, I'm pretty sure that I'll come